Greetings, this is Oz. We're backstage at Rex the Halls, and I'm here with Josh Homme.
Hi, how are you?
Queens of the Stone Age. I'm doing well. Thank you very much for taking time. I know it was a long trip down from L.A., a long hungover trip from what I hear.
Yeah, well, I was overserved, as I said, so I don't blame myself because excuses are really an incredible thing to invest in. You know.
Hey, congratulations on the new record. We're playing a bunch of tracks off it.
Thank you.
I was just curious how hectic it was playing in 3 bands at one time. Is that?
Well, I mean, it's a great kind of hectic. It's a wonderful kind of hectic. It's the best kind of hectic you could have, you know.
Yeah.
I like to work. I like to stay busy and make stuff. You know,
Yeah.
It's great. It's a wonderful part of this is to create something.
Yeah, juggling 3 bands is a great problem to have.
Yeah. When you say juggling, it makes it seem much harder than I. Yeah, it actually is. When you're juggling them, it's tough.
It makes it sound like Cirque du Soleil
Yeah.
or something.
Cirque du Soleil.
You just released an acoustic EP recorded in Cologne, and I was just curious if you get a chance to do unplugged sets all the time, or is that kind of rare for you to do that?
No, I mean we do it. We like to do that. I think, and in particular, you know, for things like the radio, you know, traditionally there used to be strange contests and all these things, but we always would prefer to just play and do what we do. Instead of like, you know, midget bowling or something, you know.
Which you've done before, I think.
Yeah, but just as a hobby on my own time. Yeah.
Also on the bill tonight is the Arctic Monkeys. I know you guys are friends, and when you're in the same time, from time to time, you've shared the stage. Will that happen tonight, or can you? When do you work that out?
I'm too hungover to know if it will happen, but you know. That's just one of the nice things about knowing some of these talented people like the Arctic Monkeys and some of these other bands are really talented. Is like you get to sort of like be part of their world for a second, and that's really cool.
And speaking of being hungover and being around talented people, last time I spoke with you, you also are friends with Chef Anthony Bourdain, who I love. He's like a punk rock chef.
Yeah.
Goes down to the third world and just hangs with the people.
Yeah.
But there's a story about you and him. I think it was you were filming his show at a little restaurant near the Mojave Desert. You're having like cold eggs on styrofoam plates or something.
Yeah.
And then there was a little bit of a dust-up. What happened?
Well, no, there was a place called Pappy and Harriet's, a place that I've been thrown out of 3 times in my life. And just a fan of his, was a little bit aggressive and sort of like maybe too entitled or had demands. And he wasn't very nice, and so we just he and Anthony and I escorted him out of the building in a sort of casual manner, you know, by the scruff of his shirt, you know.
I would have loved to have been there. And then finally, thanks for helping us out with this holiday celebration. And I was just upstairs and I saw some of your Christmas merchandise. There is an awesome sweater.
I thought you said our Christian merchandise. I was going to say that's really new for us.
Yeah. There's a Christmas sweater up there that is awesome with some reindeer on it. Can you explain that?
Well, I mean, you know, we love the holidays. It is the season to be jolly. And, you know, it's not often that you get to see reindeer humping each other. I don't know how to elaborate on them or that. Yeah.
But if you're coming down, you should definitely pick one up for the holidays. And there's a black T-shirt too with like a sperm with a Santa hat. I love that one
Well, we've
too.
always had a sperm Q, sort of egg and sperm together makes a Q.
There you go.
You know the circle of life.
Yeah. It's the holidays. It won't be the holidays until you guys hit the stage. Thank you so much for taking time, man. We're looking forward to the show.
Likewise. Thank you for having me.
All right. Feliz Navidad.